Oh, that was the pinnacle. To have a runner in the Inter-Dominion was like having a runner in the Melbourne Cup. My dreams of having one, well, I don't think I ever dreamt of it. Jayne always said, you know, how great it would be. And when Paul started winning and everything like that, Jayne probably was the first one to say, you know, I reckon we should have a crack at the Inter-Dominion.
They're almost at the start, they're racing. The 1995 Friday Flash Inter-Dominion Grand Final for the Battle of the Stars is underway, and We Own a Warrior, skied out from Barrier 1, and Lento, showing brilliant speed, goes to the front of the judge.
We got to the sales, and Don and John, they bought 2 horses, and that was all they were going to buy. They were having their lunch when Golden Rain went through the ring. I came in and I said to them, I said, that horse is in the ring, the what's next colt we like, Don. And Donnie Collins was always the money man. And he turned to John and he said, oh, well, we've already got 2, John. And then he sort of didn't show that much interest. And John was there and he said to me, he said, come on, Noel, we'll go and have a look, see what he brings. We walked out and he was 8,000. And I made the comment to John, I said, gee, John, he's a lovely colt. And John said yes, and up went the hand, and he got him for 8.5. He was a very average worker at home, so you didn't get a judge. But no matter who you worked him with, he'd beat that horse by a length. Now that meant you could work him with a CO horse. He'd beat it by a length. And coming to the turn, you'd be scrubbing him up a bit, you know. Tailor-made Lombo, working with tailor-made Lombo, beat it by a length. And then two strides after that, tailor-made Lombo would be in front of him. He just knew where the post was at home. And that was the way he was. When you've got a real top horse like that, you know, you respect the horse, and basically all you want to do is look after him. And you see those real seasoned campaigners, sometimes we thought he just might need an extra year. And it didn't work out that way. But he was just winning those big races and beating those horses. So the answer was, why not go over there? The first heat we drew Chokum, who everybody knows what Chokum was to New Zealand. Anyhow, he brained him. The second heat, he went out in Sinbad Bay, Stephen Dove's horse, broke a hobble and galloped. And Sinbad Bay didn't check us, but we got the wash of the back of it, and we got no points hardly at all. So we had to run in the first 3 or 4 in the last heat, and Donnie Collins thought it was all over, let's go home. And Jayne was saying, no, it's all right, Don, he'll be right, he'll be right. And they had a horse called BBC who'd won the New Zealand Cup and was their new kid on the block. I think Chris just went straight outside him, sat outside him and ran away from him. So Donnie was back on track too. And then he went into the final, and the rest is as it is.
And We Own a Warrior, skied out from Barrier 1, and Lento, showing brilliant speed, goes to the front of the judge, followed out by Master Musician. Young Mr. Charles along the marker line. Blossom Lady slots into 5th the outside. They were followed through by Victor Supreme, nice and handy, then Desperate Comment. Choking over the outside, and Co-Out King along the inner. About a length and a half to BBC, Nippon Home, and Golden Rain has been restrained to the back of the field by Chris Alford. Into the back, and Lento is stirring them up. It's out by 3 lengths early. Master Musician is chasing hard. We Own a Warrior running in 3rd spot. Then Young Mr. Charles 2 lengths away, 2,000 to run. Blossom Lady and Anthony Butt looking around just to see where the pack is. Victor Supreme's hard on his back. About 2 lengths to Desperate Comment. Chokin is in the middle of the pack with Co-Out King and the orange on its inner. BBC being pushed up by Jim Curtin, followed by Nippon Home and Golden Rain, the New South Wales rep, the tail of the field, and 10 lengths from the leader.
That was the greatest tactic of all time by Chris, to stay back there, as it just, you'll hear in broadcasters say Anthony Butt looking around, wondering where Golden Rain was. So were a few others in front of Anthony Butt, I can tell you. But for a young fella, Chris just showed nerves of steel, as far as I was concerned.
Chokin third from last with BBC and Golden Rain. They race down the straight, just over a lap to go. And Linton is the leader. Lento by about a length and a quarter, and Victor Supreme goes up on the outside. It moves up outside.
You can't believe that you'd be last with a field of horses like they were. Even We Own a Warrior, you know, you've got the Inter Dominion King, Brian Hancock, up there. Victor Supreme, which was another one of their grey horses. Chris is still back there, and I'm having a heart attack.
Inside to nip on home, followed by Desperate Comment, our King. Chokin hasn't moved a muscle yet. There goes Golden Rain from the back in the green, followed by BBC. 800 metres to go. They go down the back, and Lento by a length and a quarter. Victor Supreme, here's the sprint. Look at Golden Rain go round them. He's going around them at 100 miles an hour. He's pushed out very wide by Blossom Lady. In behind them, We Own a Warrior, young Mr. Charles and Chokin. Blossom Lady just broke, went back on Master Musician. Blossom Lady, she's
There's
out of
where
it.
Blossom Lady, that's where all the they say the interference was.
They race round the
but,
turn, 400 to go.
I don't know, I think
Lento
she just
by a
got
neck.
windbreak.
Here's Victor Supreme coming at it. Wider out of the track, Golden Rain. He's flat for Chris Alford.
I just knew he'd keep going. I just knew. I mean, he's never, no matter what happened, he'd never shirk the issue. He would just keep going, and well, that's what he did right to the line, you know. He was just the greatest horse that ever.
Chokin starting to come into it. We Own a Warrior's looking for the gap in the inside. Young Mr. Charles also. Wider out of the track, Desperate Comment. It's Victor Supreme. Here's Golden Rain coming again. Wider out to Chokin. Further out to Desperate Comment. It's Golden Rain. Victor Supreme trying to hold it out. It's New South Wales has won the Inter Dominion. Golden Rain by a head. Victor Supreme, young Mr. Charles, Chokin.
Well, of course, we're all jumping around and carrying on and everything. And then their protest was announced, and it was against Golden Rain, lodged by, you know, the driver of Blossom Lady. Now, you know, it's a big difference over there, the protest, because if you interfere with a horse, you're relegated to the back of the field. So you don't run second or third, you just ride out of it. And of course, all we could say was the horse deserved it so much with the run he put in and what he did. To lose it like that would be unreal. We thought, here we are, all the way from Victoria, Aussie. We got no hope. You know, like witnesses will come in and everything like that. And we were worried until one point. Tony Hurley, who was one of their top drivers. He was the closest to the incident, by the way. He said, "Sir, I saw no interference and I heard no contact." Greatest words I've ever heard Tony Hurley say. And then the protest was dismissed. Once correct weight came up, well, the job was done. Jayne had done a magnificent job over there. All the worries that she had and everything like that, what she'd done, pack up and go home. Just a dream come true. A dream come true. Got to give Chris a lot of credit there, give Jayne a lot of credit, the way she worked the horses. That's the ultimate, that's the thing. You ask any driver, any trainer, any owner, when they get involved with a horse, what do you want to achieve? I'd love to have an Inter Dominion winner.
Harness racing's greatest prize is coming to Melbourne. Lap it up at the 2018 Tab Inter Dominion.